Hello and welcome to episode 55 of series 4 of Master League Story Mode. I'm sorry this episode is a little late. For those of you who watched the last Become a Legend Story Mode, you will know it was my daughter's birthday at the weekend. And that messed up the old schedule a bit, and I apologise particularly for that, because today's episode is an absolutely crucial one, with the results of a series-defining vote. Yes, as you know, during the live stream, Corinne Diacre was offered the Chelsea job, and since then, the vote has gone out to the co-authors and the producers over on Patreon. Those incredible, legendary people who support this channel every single month, and they get to vote on decisions like this. And, well, I haven't decided on the title of this video yet, but I'm sure you've been just tickled in, enticed in with a bit of clickbait. But I can reveal, officially, that Corinne Diacre, for the rest of this season, will be a Clermont Foot manager. Yep. That's right, she's staying where she is, and my word, was this a close vote. I think this might be the closest Patreon vote of all time. It went to 56% in favour of Corinne Diacre staying at Clermont, and I think there may have only been, when it came down to it, about 2 votes in it. That's how close it was. And that sort of shows you that I think we know, as this is a Journeywoman series, that she is probably going to move soon. And I did a slightly less scientific vote in the comments of the last video, offering you 3 options, which is that she leaves now, she leaves at the end of the season, regardless of if we win anything, or she leaves when we win something. And it was actually a draw between move to Chelsea now and stay till the end of the season, then move to a big club. So I think that's probably what we'll do, isn't it? But we need to make sure that we go out on a high with Clermont. And we've still got plenty of time to do that, but we need to keep winning. But we are still in the cups as well. And that hopefully is where we can get some silverware, just to gild Corinne Diacre's legacy at Clermont that little bit more, although she will go down forever as a Clermont Foot legend, regardless of what happens this season. But anyway, with that decision made, we can refuse all transfer offers and remain in Clermont-Auvergne for at least another 6 months. We've got to make it count in that time. So team of the month, and it's telling, no Clermont Foot players in there. We are in a bit of a slump. Last episode was okay. We managed to nick 2 1-0 wins. And those are the sort of wins that you would associate with a team that could challenge for the championship. We're having a bit of trouble, though, buying that left back that we want. Sessegnon and Robertson both breaking down. We've got 27 million, 1.7 in the salary budget. We'll have to go back in for them. Those are the ones, but they could well be going to other clubs now. Yeah, both Sessegnon and Robertson have got attention from other sides. We've got Ben Arthur, as we know, as a potential loan signing. 6 months for 3.7 million. I mean, if nothing else turns up at the end of the transfer window, we're definitely going for that. Quick reminder as well of where the scouts are. Yeah, we're looking for a Spanish attacking midfielder. I think we're happy with either Nem or Masunda this season. I don't know if we still need a centre forward. Not sure about that. We are looking for that left back as well, if we can find something. Dally Blind, I mean, that would be a cultured left back at least. Definitely one who can whip a pass in. Might be an interesting option out there. He hasn't got the legs that he used to have, but he's pretty good defensively. And he could do a job for us, and he'd be a great player to bring on when we need to whip in some accurate balls from that left-hand side, which Duarte isn't quite as good at. This guy can pick a pass. We'll put a bid in for him, just to see what that comes back with. We're still waiting to go up to 79 for Mounier, and yeah, waiting for an attacking midfield signing as well. If we can go back in for Robertson and Sessegnon, I think we will, but for now, let's move in to the first game of the episode. So into the teams for today's game against Nantes. This is not going to be an easy game. Nantes have been a tricky side for us, and they're only a point behind us in the league. They're in 6th. We're in 5th. And Doolin is out today. He's suspended. Too many yellow cards for our captain. That's just the way he plays. It's all or nothing for the most beautiful man in football. Jonathan Cafu doesn't look like he's going to be starting today. I think we'll bring in Tisserand as an option on the bench. Toure comes in for Doolin. Or do we play Benassa? That's tempting. I mean, we know that Benassa brings that team spirit right back up to 91. Emre Moore has not been impressing at all, playing out on that right-hand side. Oh, part of me thinks we just shouldn't start him, but on a blue arrow, I think we're going to have to give him a chance. Masunda has been disappointing in recent games. Do we give Berahino a start today? Koyalapu is struggling for goals, which is incredible to say considering his start. I think we'll give Saido a run out today. And then the only other question is Ruben Duarte. Could bring in Tisserand on the left-hand side. Or Big Sav. Both of them take us down to 88. Oof, I think he's tired. And yeah, we'll have to give Saavedra a run out there. Or Tisserand. That's It's a tricky choice. This is why we need another left back. I think just for physical reasons, we're going to go with Tisserand. 88 team spirit. That's not ideal. Up against Nantes. Well, they're doing very well this season. I'm not quite sure why. They don't have any particularly dangerous looking players, but we've been caught out by that in the past. They've got a decent centre back, a good right back as well. What can we do here? What can we achieve? So with much speculation in the press about Corinne Diacre's future, plenty of suitors looking to sign her up come the end of the season. She hasn't been conclusive in her denials that maybe moving on from Clermont is in her future, and that has obviously got tongues wagging in the press. But for now, she has committed herself to Clermont Foot and to winning something for this side. It would be an incredible achievement for a side that has languished in Ligue 2 for so many years to get promoted and then win silverware in their first season. Is it going to be the league title? Could it be a cup? Or we need to keep winning in the league for that to even be a possibility. Let's go. Free kick opportunity here, but we will take it short to Benassa. His ball into Incham. Now Wellington Nem. He's on a blue arrow today. Back to Incham. Oh, it's great interplay here. Olivier Incham with the left foot. Could fall to Caramo. Oh, it's off the post. Wow. That was all a bit easy, wasn't it? We cut through him there. Simple 1-2s. Off the training ground. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. And that's a great header from Diacre. Caramo couldn't get there, though. Thomason coming forward. Emre Moore tracking back. It's a good ball in. Benassa misses the header. Jesus Christ, Benassa. Missed that by a long way. Oh, Benassa. Great work. Steps away from Kolo. That's lovely work there from the Moroccan. Still Benassa. Just to slip it into Jan Caramo. Lovely ball. Lovely finish. Lovely first goal there. And incredible work from Yannick Benassa. He is a classy player. An absolute magician in the middle of the park. It was just a little drop of the shoulder and a turn away. Then away from his man. Saw the little turn and movement from Jan Caramo. Slipped a through ball in. And Nantes have looked very, very weak at the back so far in this one. And it's big Jan Caramo. Oh, I haven't even thought of a song. I can never do it on the go. And I'm sure so many of you have suggested great Jan Caramo chants. Couldn't think of one there. Hopefully we'll get another goal with him and I'll be able to think on my feet a bit better. Diacre, nice ball into Nem. Finds Berahino. 1-2 looking for Caramo, but it's very obvious. Oh, Diacre, great work. Oh, Benassa again. Stylish, simple. And through the middle he can find Olivier Incham. Olivier Incham will work the shot here off the post. Berahino surely for 2. Yes, it is. Lovely work here in the Clermont fans. Any thought of Corinne Diacre leaving the side, which I'm sure will have put a bit of a dark cloud over this season for them. Quickly faded away, I'm sure, as we grab our second here. And once again, it's Benassa at the heart of everything good. Great turn away, found Incham. It all opened up for him. Couldn't quite find the net. But Berahino was there for a rare goal, although he has scored a lot of goals this season. And I feel like if he can put a run together, then, although it's hard to even imagine, Koya could be in danger, considering the form that he's shown recently. That's more of a poacher's goal, though. Didn't really need to show much class, but he was in the right place at the right time. Our lead is doubled. Can we win with a few goals for the first time in a while? That would be great. Emre Moore nearly gets the challenge in. Going to Girotto now in the box. Gets ahead of Diacre. Kolo now will have an effort. First save of the game for Bernardoni. And there we are, half-time here in Clermont. And it's been a composed and professional performance here from Corinne Diacre's side. Absolutely in control for the entire game. All the possession. Nantes have had a couple of shots. Bernardoni forced into a save late on. But nothing, I believe, to be concerned about. And in the second half, it would be good to win by a 3 or 4 goal margin for the first time in a while. Just get the ball rolling again. Get the momentum going. Come on then. Once again, Benassa doing great work. And then he straight away wants to move forward here. He's got Caramo to aim for. In the box. Great work. Looks to slip it into Moore. Unselfish play from Big Jan. Could have finished that off. Looking to get the Turk a goal for the first time in a long time. Couldn't quite find him though. Benassa over this one. He's going to look to slip it into Wellington Nem. Into the box. Twisting, turning. Looks to put a ball in. It's blocked. Corner here though. Olivier Incham to take. Big Zags is in there. Emre Moore will jump for it. Could fall to Caramo here. Just couldn't quite adjust himself to get the shot off. Alcibiade, though, wins it straight back. And now Yann Karamoh turns Carlos. He'll get the shot away. Great hit. Good save. Great work from Claremont. It's just easy at the moment. We need to cap this off with a few more goals, though. Ball in here. Can Zagadou get the header on? He can! It falls to a nonce player. Yep, it's an own goal. Well, finally, the near post Zagadou header actually pays off. We've tried it plenty of times recently. It's definitely a good tactic, and this time he rose well. And I think if the nonce player hadn't put it in, Emre Moore probably would have a tap-in of his own. Let's take another look here. Zagadou, great header. I don't know. It caused confusion. It caused mayhem in the box. That's what we wanted. The third goal seals this one. Can we now do something for the fans? Wellington then wins it back straight away. And then great footwork to find Yann Karamoh. He'll turn inside. Yann Karamoh now. Can he get a third? Oh, so close. Oh, Diacre wins it back. Then hurdles his man. And slip it into Berahino now. Oh, he can't get there. Oh, but it'll fall to Benassa. Gets there ahead of Dubois. Now Benassa into the box. Just to cut it back to Emre Moore. Surely. Emre, please. You've had chances in this one. No wonder. You're definitely not first choice anymore. And there we have it. A comprehensive win in the end. We were unlucky not to make more scoring opportunities in that second half. But to brush aside the team only 1 point behind us in the league, it's going to be great for our confidence. And nonce were poor today. There's no doubt about that. And on another day, we may have been punished for not taking our chances. We did manage to restrict them to only 2 shots on target. And both of those were in the first half. We had all the possession. Should have scored more. Yann Karamoh gets man of the match. Decent performances all round, but Benassa was a class above in midfield. Him and Incham, that is a really interesting duo. I don't know whether maybe we should start playing Benassa in place of Doolin, because those two together just have everything you need going forwards and in defence, I think. Probably we don't need Doolin's like raw defensive power there, but maybe we do in the bigger games. Maybe we rotate. So great work, and we stay only 3 points now behind PSG. Didn't realise we were that close. I didn't realise the top of the league was this close. The top 5 only 3 points apart. That's pretty impressive. We've got a decent goal difference, so has everyone else. I mean, we're still well in this. It would have been a big shame to leave, actually, at this point, wouldn't it? Considering how close things are. So we are into the transfer window and some negotiations are back. We've gone back in for Sessegnon and Robertson. Oh, and Dali Blind. I mean, if we bring in Ben Arthur and Blind, we're hardly looking for the future, are we? It's maybe just another sign from Corinne Diacre that she doesn't see her long-term future. Oh, but that's pretty rich, actually. 22 million for the Dutch international. I mean, he would really offer us just pinpoint crossing from that left-hand side, which is tempting. It's very tempting. We might be able to negotiate this down a little bit. Yeah, looks like there's room to negotiate here. Should be able to knock off 10 million quite happily. We might not be able to do anything about salary. Can maybe offer him a release fee. Oh, he fancies a little release fee. We can offer him that. Maybe an appearance bonus. Doesn't seem to be too fussed about that. Shorter contract. Longer contract. Increase the win bonus. Reduce the salary. No, okay. So he wants that salary. I think the 3.2 million salary is going to be the problem here. But worth as an option. And Ben Arthur as well. Well, we know all about him. The 33-year-old mercurial talent. Still one to consider. And the scout has found us a very special player. That's always exciting. Always exciting. What position will it be in, though? Will it be in that attacking midfielder role? No, it's another centre-forward. Another centre-forward we can't sign. And it is Lookman. Yeah, I mean, Lookman would be great. He's got a lovely little spread of stats. That 80 finishing combined with that pace and strength on the ball would be absolutely deadly. But for now, 79 is out of reach. Oh, and still Robertson and Sessegnon just don't look like they're going to work. I think we might be barking up the wrong tree with those two. So into the second game of the episode, and it's the third round of the Coupe de France, and we're up against Marseille. This could be tricky. We have had a bid in for Passetto as well. That's interesting. Is it finally time to see the charismatic, the team man that is Passetto sadly make way? It could well be. Could well be. How much are they offering? 12.9 million. That's not bad. That isn't bad at all. Yann Karamoh wants to sign the new contract. Unfortunately, he has a sizable release fee of 16 million, but that's not sizable enough for me. We're going to scare people off, I think, with a 21 million release fee. And we'll up it to 3 years. We probably won't be staying, but be taken the piss out of. Sure, Corinne won't either, so we'll try that again. We do have the option of going for Boga attacking midfield, but I don't really see as he's much of an improvement. I mean, he's a better low passer than Musunda and than Wellington Nem, but only just on Wellington Nem. We want someone who can put balls over the top. That's what we're really after. Pereira would be decent, but he's lacking in other areas. Maybe we're after something that doesn't exist. Baluli, again, an attacking midfielder. I mean, Benassa is an excellent passer. He's an excellent player in general. I'm a huge fan, but I don't think he's the answer at attacking midfield. Anyway, let's get into the second game of this episode. Let's take a look at the sides. The French Cup could perhaps be our most realistic chance of silverware this season. We can bring back in Doolin into central midfield, or do we play Benassa there? I think we're going to play Benassa there again. Is this Doolin's career over? Is the captain being phased out? It's tempting to say that he is, because he played so well, Benassa, in the last game. I think we'll bring Cafu back in. We're going to start with Koya and Kara. I think because it's the Cup, definitely give Holgate a run out. Tisserand was excellent at left back, I have to say. Definitely an option there. But other than that, I think we'll keep... I know, we'll bring Tisserand in at right back, actually. He's definitely proved that he's worth playing there. And then everything else, yeah, we'll keep it as it is. Cafu out on the right. Koyalapu needs a goal. Wellington Nem looked better in the last game. I think that midfield three is pretty decent. If we could improve Wellington Nem with a player who's still tricky but can spot a pass as well, then I think we'd have that midfield three sorted. And this Marseille side is a very, very good side, except for perhaps Rob Green in goal. Interesting choice. They've got Joe Gomez as well. Jermaine is a difficult striker. The two wingers are tricky and quick, and a very strong central midfield duo. This could be a tricky one. We'd love a cup. The Coupe de France would absolutely be a huge achievement. Let's see if we can progress. Oh, look at this, the Jumbotron. I don't know if they've ever started on a Jumbotron before. This is a beautiful stadium that we're playing in today. Packed to the rafters. Clermont and Marseille fans all wanting to see their sides progress to the next round of this famous cup. The Coupe de France, much like the FA Cup, starts right at the bottom of the divisions. I think it actually has more teams in it than the FA Cup. It's another old and much storied and historic cup competition, and I'm sure Corinne Diacre, well, as you can see with the strength of this team, is taking it seriously. We want to win today. And then that's well worked to find Cafu. He'll step inside as Jan Karamo draws the man with a great run. Koyalapu now, the first time effort. Oh, that is classy. Very classy from Goodwin Koyalapu. He's been out of the goals. He needed a goal. He needed the confidence back in his game. And the golden boots shine once more. Can we hang on to it in this second half? It's going to be tricky if Marseille come out as they did in this first half. Nice passing here from Marseille. Mitroglou, the substitute. Into Payet here. He'll turn and finish. Far too easy. Given way too much time. Just to turn himself around and finish. Mitroglou, lovely back heel here. It was Zagadou, just was bewildered there. It wasn't exactly the most intelligent movement from Dimitri Payet, but it did Zagadou plenty. Was it Tisserand? It could have been Tisserand as well. I think it might actually have been Tisserand. And he was caught out there. But that's a great ball from Tisserand straight away into Cafu. He'll put it in looking for Jan Karamo. Gets the header back. Koyalapu's there. Couldn't quite pull the trigger. And this game is on now. 68 minutes in. Could go either way. Both sides looking dangerous. Comes Cafu. 74 minutes gone in this very, very exciting Coupe de France game. Cafu looks long into Koyalapu. What a ball! What a chip! What a goal! Oh, that is gorgeous. And Goodwin Koyalapu grabs his second. Koya in excellent form today. And that is in many ways Route 1 stuff, but in so many other ways. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Route 1 definitely detracts from the craft of that goal. Rob Green there, grass on his face, mud in his eye. And wow, and there they are. The Clermont faithful who've made the trip. And they're very, very pleased, and rightly so. After letting Marseille back into this one with some poor defending from Tisserand. It's a great ball from Cafu. And it takes such incredible skill to be able to pull that off. I mean, I think he hit that with the laces as well. It wasn't even cushioned with the side of the boot. I mean, it's a lovely ball in from Cafu. We know he can put a great ball in. I mean, that's... wow. Is that actually... that's outside of the boot. Absolutely mesmerising. When Goodwin Koyalapu is in form like this, then everything turns to gold. Can we hang on here again? Then good ball out to Duarte. Ball in looking for Koyalapu. Little back heel into Jan Karamo. Just to poke it over the top into Koyalapu. Sakai's there almost. Puts it into his own net. Great pressure. And now in Cham with the in-swinger. Oh, Koyalapu's there. The glancing header. Almost the hat-trick there for Leon Goodwin. Another corner here in Cham. Oh, Wellington Nem's made a great run. Oh, Rob Green off the line. Oh, Moore keeps it alive. And Cham will chip this over Rob Green. So close to a third here. Koyalapu. Nem gets it back. Can he slip a ball into Goodwin Koyalapu? He can. And he's there ahead of Amavi. Is a hat-trick beckoning here for Goodwin Koyalapu. Joe Gomez does enough. Seconds left in this one. Tisserand does really well to beat Mitroglou to it. They will keep it moving here. Yes, and that is full time. 2 goals from the young god. See us through to the next round of the Coupe de France. Goodwin Koyalapu actually recently been called up. I think it's for the French under-19s. Pretty sure. I'm following him on Instagram and his story has been full of pictures of him in Le Bleu tracksuit or Les Bleus or whatever it is. Anyway, the French team. So yeah, his career starting to shine in real life. But it is really glistening in this timeline. And 2 massive goals today. See us through. Wow, against a really tricky side. And they made it difficult for us. Could have easily gone the other way. But Goodwin, the man of the match performance. Cafu was excellent. Benassa, not quite so good in this game as he was in the last. Struggled with his passing a little bit. But yeah, we did enough. Holgate looked great coming in as well. And Tisserand as well was excellent. So great work. We get past the 3rd round. Who will we have in the next round? St Etienne. And then it's either going to be Lyon or PSG in the semi-final. Can we go all the way? That would be a really big achievement. We've never won a domestic cup in a Master League Story Mode series. Could this be the first one? Still a long way to go though. So there we have it. What a performance in this episode. 2 wins. And the second one being the most impressive. Through to the next round of the cup against very stern opposition. Let me know what you think about Corinne Diacre staying at Clermont. And let me know what you think about the transfers. Where should we be looking? Who should we be looking at? I'll see you in a bit.